I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Is this a video?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to
You are so disgusting.
Today we're doing something a little outside the comfort zone. We're getting our ear pierced, but not in the usual spot. We're getting her pierced right here. The helix piercing. So, I'm gonna video the process, and I'm gonna video after and how I feel about it and if I regret it or not. So, yeah. Going in the shop. I'm talking to my fans.
Alright, you're gonna feel a little touch on the front here. Go ahead and take a big deep breath in. Hold that breath. On the count of 3, slowly let it out. 1, 2, 3. Piercings all through. You're gonna feel a slight change in pressure. I'm just putting the jewelry in, okay? Keep your head very, very still for me.
Very still. Quit laughing.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Jewelry's in. We just gotta close it up and pop the bead on.
Oh, this feels good.
Right. Okay, you're gonna feel a little pressure. I saw your eyes widen. You're like I haven't been feeling pressure this whole time. I'm just cleaning the marker off. And you're
Okay.
I kind of pinched my ear to see what it would feel like.
Oh, it wasn't a pinch. It was a.
Ew. Don't make that sound. That's all I heard. Oh my god.
I feel like a baddie knockout.
Oh my god.
So I'm back, and I feel like a baddie. I literally can't stop looking at it. My sister still doesn't know. I don't think she's gonna know. I'm gonna pull down some baby hairs, and I'm gonna let her find this out tomorrow when I post this video. But overall, it was a great experience. I got it done at Area 54 Tattoo Shop in Peachtree City, and they were super nice. The girl that did it was super sweet, and she walked me through the whole thing. And because I only have my lobes pierced from when I was a baby, so I've never had any piercings that I remember, and so I was pretty freaked out, but I was ready. So I went in there. I was like, yeah, I want my helix pierced, I want a hoop. And they were like, oh, you have to have a thick hoop first. You have to do a thick hoop first with a ball on it. But she asked me if I wanted to hide my ball, and I said yeah, because I don't want it showing. But I think I want to keep that thickness. That way you can see it. Because if I went any thinner, you couldn't even see it. So yeah. No, I can't change it for 6 months. And she said I come in there October 9th. October, it's either the 1st or the 19th, I don't remember. Yeah, so I go in there in October to change out the to get the ball off and change the size of it, not the thickness, but it'll be more tight up against my ear, because right now that's how it looks from the back. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna change in October. But yeah, anyways, so also sorry for what I look like right now. I really don't feel the whole makeup thing, and hair thing never been a thing for me. I need to make this quick because I have 10%. But so basically I went in there, and we had to sign a bunch of papers. I had to pull out my permit because I'm only 15, and she was like, can I see your permit? And I was like, yeah. So she made a copy of it, and she made a copy of my mom's license, and we had to fill out a bunch of stuff, a bunch of papers, and I had to initial and sign and everything. My mom had to sign, and then she was like, a few minutes passed by, sterilized the earring, and then they come back And she was like, are you ready? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. So we go back to the room. My mom was like, is it okay if I record? Because, like, we have to make sure. And she was like, yeah, I don't care. You can record. And then I was like, okay, good, because we have a... Wait, is this a fit? No. But, we gotta make sure because we gotta keep that content up for you guys, you know what I mean? So, why am I trying to make fits? Not working. But, yeah, so we get in there, and she's like, okay, I just want you to sit up real quick because I'm gonna clean your ear, and then I'm gonna mark. And I was like, what does that mean? And then she's like, okay, so I'm gonna need you to sit up. And I was like, okay. So I sat up, and she cleaned my ear with an alcohol wipe, and then she marked where I wanted it. Like, she marked where the actual thing is, like that whole line. And she was like, get up and look at it and make sure it's perfect because that's where I'm gonna pierce if it's okay with you. And I was like, that's actually like the perfect spot that I wanted it. And she was like, okay, cool. So she told me to lay down, and she told me to look to the left because I was laying down. She was right here, my family was right there, and then she was like, look to the left. So I was like, okay. And she was like, more. And I was like ow. Just she was like, okay, you're gonna feel some pressure like on the front, like as y'all heard in the video. She was like, you're gonna feel some pressure on the front. And I was like, okay. And so I felt like the pressure of the needle, and she goes, okay, take a deep breath in. So I was like, and then she goes, hold it. And I get like, when I finish counting, start breathing out. She was like, 3, 2, 1. And she like punched it through, and it didn't really hurt. It didn't hurt at all. It was just like the initial piercing. Why am I so angry and animated right now? I don't know. But the initial piercing itself, like the little punch through, that wasn't bad. But what was bad was her, like, she did it really good though. Like, I could tell she's really experienced. Like, she did her job like amazing. But she punched it through, and then she was like, okay, piercings through, you did good. Now I'm just gonna put the jewelry on. And she was like, stay perfectly still. And I was like, okay. And I was like kind of laughing it off. I was like but and then I like pull it through. She pulls it through, and then she's like, okay, now I just gotta close it and put the bead on. So here's I'm gonna apply some pressure. And I was like, oh great, because I just got my ear stabbed through my hard cartilage, and now like gonna be pressure. So she puts pressure on it, and she twists the bead on, and she closes it, and then she's like, do you want your bead showing, like your ball showing, or do you want it like hidden? And I was like, I definitely want it hidden. I just want the little hoop. And she was like, okay, fine. So you're gonna need some more pressure because I'm just gonna twist. I'm just gonna twist around the thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I was like, in the video, that's when I was like, oh, this feels good. Like, that part sucked. But the initial piercing, it didn't hurt at all. And now it doesn't hurt at all, but like the aftercare, I have to do wound wash, like spray it with saline wound wash, Arm & Hammer, whatever that is, and then wipe it with, not wipe it, but like pat it with gauze pads, and then I have to hold like stuff on there. So I have to wound wash it like 3 times a day, and then like after 2 months I can start doing it like once a day or twice a day. I'm just like slowly weaning off of it, but yeah, I can get my jewel like replaced or whatever. I don't want a stud though, like that's not cute to me. I really like this. Overall, I'm really happy with my experience, and like it's so cute to me. I'm obsessed with it. My sister doesn't know we're like playing this game where like no one's gonna tell her until she notices, and then it's gonna be funny because she's gonna be like, no one told me, oh my god, you didn't even let me get my ears pierced. Yeah, so whatever. Oh, that's also another thing. God, ugh. Whenever my hair, like my ponytail, like hits it, I want to like punch something. That's another thing. I feel like a baddie, no cap though. Like, basically that's how I feel. Yeah, so that was my experience at the tattoo shop in Peachtree City getting my ear pierced, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm excited. I can't stop talking about it and looking at it. All day I've been like, well, I just got it done like an hour ago, but all day since I've gotten it done, I'm like, if you're thinking about getting it, do it. It's so worth it. I love it. Didn't hurt that bad. It's, yeah, basically. So yeah, that's all I have for today's video, but if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below, and if you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button down below to get notified whenever I post another video. I forgot, I haven't done a video in so long. I think that's it, so yeah, thank you guys for watching, bye.